honeydews.
And that's because we got a new RV, so I'm really excited. So our friends at etrailer sent us some great items that we're gonna install on our brand new fifth wheel.
One-stop shop, everything from one location, great reviews. We've been using them for years. Let's go do some installations.
I love this item. So you want some privacy, the Libert Shade is a must. And why? Because that little window right there lets in so much light, and I like it dark at night.
Yeah, and I'm really sick of having ugly bubble wrap in our window that's held up by duct tape, Mrs. Peters.
Yeah, let me show you that real quick. So I got a little piece of pink duct tape that what I do is I open up the screen, I come up here, and I've just been taping this up at night until we got our thin shade. This is ugly. What I love about our Alliance Paradigm 375 RD rear den, this window right here is already prepped for thin shade.
Which is nice because in the past, we've had a window that wasn't, and we actually had to replace the entire window and the housing. So this one is really easy to clip in.
Yeah, and that was back in 21 before these were really popular. Actually, I might need your help, Chris.
Yeah, why don't we switch out?
I'm
not putting a high horse on a set of stairs. That's a bad day.
Yeah, it was a little too tall for me.
You have 4 little clips. You just open them. I got it backwards.
Turn it around.
Wait a minute. I've got it upside down and backwards. Let's try this again. There you go. Put that in. Let's put those in. Clip in place. Clip in place. Yeah. Yeah. Boom! Nailed it! Nothing to see here, guys.
And voila. Okay, that was really easy. I just wish I was a little taller. But I'm glad I have you.
Somebody got to help the vertically challenged. All right, next install will be super easy. These are very, very, very important in my opinion.
They are. So if you want to ventilate inside your max air fan, the only time you can't is when it's raining. So we actually had to we were trying to turn the max air fan on in the rain and it wouldn't go on because the rain sensors keep it closed.
If your RV comes prepped, most of this stuff in here really doesn't need to be utilized. So I can show you that. Only thing we have to do, since again, like our front door, it's prepped. All we need is these 4 little pins here, which are kind of their proprietary cotter pins. So I'm gonna go crawl up on the roof, do a quick install of this. That way, like Martha said, when the rain happens, we'll be able to continue to vent out her bacon making in the kitchen.
Yeah, or Chris's paperwork.
We have 2 max air fans on ours. The first one is in the bathroom, which is right here. I went ahead and already installed that one. As you can tell, that is right up against our solar panel. So I needed to do a little bit of manipulation to make that fit. So I'll show you how I installed the other one. This one took quite a bit of time. Only thing you really need to take into consideration is which way your vent opens. So you want the taller side on that side and then the shorter side on the back, which my vent has the hinge on the back. So this part will open this way, which means that we need to be able to vent out. This one already has the mounts built into it. So all I have to do is set it in place like that. And then I put in the 4 pins that come with the system and we're done. That's all there is to it. So that's really that simple. And this is going to help us quite a bit if we're venting. This one's particularly over the kitchen. So we'll be able to vent out the kitchen even on rainy days, and we won't get any hail damage or anything on the actual roof. We've been very fortunate that we haven't had that happen, but we have friends that did, and having an extra layer of protection could have been really helpful. All right, so that's all there is to it. 4 clips, this is in place. It'll stay here permanently. Max Air Fan, this is the Generation 2 cover. Definitely a good recommended product.
These are a must for any RV stairs. The MORIDE Motion Light, you put them under your stairs, and at night when you walk up, it lights up the path for you.
These were a Callie favorite. She would actually know exactly where to go up the stairs, but just based on the light coming as we approached.
Yeah, and for us, we don't want the light on up above, especially when areas where there's like a lot of bugs, because it'll track. This is perfect because it detects the motion of us walking up, lights it up, and then after we go inside, it turns off. So it's great.
Let me guess, I'm getting ready to install those.
Yes, you are, because we have to lift the stairs up, and I'm fun size. You're tall.
The nice thing about the MORIDE step above stairs is they have a channel for these accessories already built into them. So there's literally nothing to it. It's 2 screws on each side that holds the light in place. But like I said, you put it right into the channel. The only challenging part is the having to move the handle a little bit over. All right, is it right-handed or is it left-handed?
Let's go right.
That's the only thing we ever have to do is just move that handle over. Hey, Wiffy, is it high right?
It's high right.
Might not be centered, but it's not high right.
So I have a question. Are they in backwards?
In backwards? No, you'll see why in just a second. Oh, I did put the magnet on the outside. Usually I have it on the inside. Put down in the comments if you've ever done that. It's always more fun when you do it twice. See, we tell you all the good, the bad, and ugly. Or in my case, the D-D-D.
If you know what DTD is from, let us know down below in the comments. This is like late 90s stuff. That went in sideways. There you go.
Had to fix my angle in the dangle, honey.
Yeah.
You're trying to fall out on me. All right, there is. Ooh, almost knocked myself out. So come over here so they can see. Go down the...
There they are.
Fantastic. Another project done.
All right, let us know down below in the comments if you've ever had a spouse that's distracted you while you're doing projects.
And you know what? Still got it done in under 5 minutes.
Yes. This next accessory I'm going to absolutely love because out here it's been raining, there's dirt, there's clay, and these are filthy. I've been brushing them off and brushing them off, but my goodness, it's just constant. Now, sometimes I misplace this, and that's a problem because if I need to brush it off and I can't find it, what do?
I know what you do. You call your husband and you tell him to install the Moride boot brush. But this is a prime example. We love boondocking. We love camping out in the wilds. And sometimes there's dirt and grime and it's gross and nasty and messy, but that's okay. We make sure that we make the best of the situation. Well, we've got a product now that's going to make our lives quite a bit easier because honestly, we're tracking all the dirt in on our shoes.
And we don't want to track any of the dirt and the rocks on the floor of our RV.
Just like the other Moride accessories for the step above stairs, it's literally 2 screws and it goes in the track. So you run it flush against the edge. And I'm doing this by hand just so I don't overdo it. And remember, this is not load bearing, which is a polite way of saying don't stand on it.
And you'll see what we mean after he installs it.
Which only takes a second. That's the whole point of this whole 5 accessories and 5 minutes each. Well, that one took about a minute.
Okay, so I see a bracket. What about it? Oh.
There you go. So you got a boot brush. Now, for us, if you want to do it, you just use this. Clean off the dirt. All right, we're done with that. Good accessory to have.
And where do you store it?
You can store it inside, right underneath here, like that.
Now go ahead and lift the stairs up. Open the door a little more.
Yeah, my light's in the way right now. See, I'm gonna move my light down a little, but you can tell we put one accessory in before the other, but that's how it stores.
Okay, that's pretty snazzy. I like it.
So I decided to flip-flop them because I need a handrail to clean the boots off. But you go this way.
Yes.
And then you rotate. And then you can come on. And then I moved this light over here. Switched it to the other side. Now there's a screw, otherwise I would go all the way to the end.
Yeah. But the screw kind of needs to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of an important thing. It holds the tread in. So let's see. How are we supposed to do this?
See, there's this right here.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Much better.
Yeah.
Voila.
Okay, and that's one of those things about new accessories, just trying to figure out because we've never had this brush before by Moride. So just figuring out which side we wanted it on, what makes sense and what fits better.
Right.
And
Right
like
now,
that.
what we want is out because it is muddy.
Yes, I love it.
Another accessory in under 5 minutes.
Yes, even with us flip-flopping it.
Valera Valve, a must.
Yes.
We're not even hooked up, as you can tell, because we are truly mooch docking. We've got power, but we don't have sewer. So I'm going to put this on before we have to dunk the stinky slinky.
Yep, where the magic happens.
Is that what we're going with?
That's where the magic exhales.
This is where your ice cream comes from. The creamy poop of a mystic unicorn.
So we've got a new RV, and now what is that in your hand, and why are you touching it?
It is a Valera valve, and it's an outside gate valve. And the reason I'm touching it is because we have not used this system. It has not been dumped. It is all clean and sanitary, well, from the factory. But what it does is it allows us to have an outside valve so we don't catch any surprises. There's nothing really to it as far as install. That was really easy. Put it on just like that. We use the original cap, so that reaches around. I'm going to get this little hanger out of the way. But that's all there is. I'm going to go ahead and glue it on because otherwise it's a twist on, twist off, and that gets obnoxious.
Yep, we don't want it twisting and shouting when we actually go to use it.
Oh my God, that would be a mess. So another easy accessory, an add-on for everybody. If you haven't put the safety valve on, that's what I call it. It's a Valera valve. It is something that you must do, in my opinion.
And what it does when you go to dump your tanks, your gray tanks, your black tanks, that's a little safety measure right there besides that cap. So you have it closed, and then you know waste is not going to come out unless you want it to. And then you pull the little lever up top up, and it allows the waste to come out.
Absolutely. Yes, you are correct.
And then you go to close it. That way, when you take your hose off, you don't get any extra surprises or spillage because we don't want to contaminate.
Today's been a fun day. We've been getting all these little projects knocked out that we have now moved into the RV. It's still a hot mess, but at least we're getting the projects done because we've been hauling this stuff around for the last couple weeks, and that makes it a little bit more difficult when you try not to damage anything. Good thing is we've had it before, and we know it's awesome. I wish it was a white color. Libert, y'all listening?
It's just going with the black accents.
Is that what we're doing? We're accenting? Whoop. That's funny, I dropped it. Okay, so we made sure that it fit our door in advance when we ordered it so that we knew that was going to work. There we go. And now we got to put the screw in there. They've got two different screw types for the same kit. One's Phillips, one's square bit. So a small modification that we did when we installed this last time is we pull the wall trim down. So this isn't mandatory by any means. You can actually drill right into this. This is just a piece of wood that's got a super high gloss on it. But we didn't want to put a screw right into it on the top. So what we did last time was pull it down. We'll notch out the bottom here and then put the screw for this right into the wall. I think I did this exact same thing last time, didn't I?
I think so.
They've got this rivet that if you're not careful, starts to spin. The Libert screw is the one on the right. The Alliance one is the one on the left, or in your case, probably backwards, so left and right. But anyway, self-tapper, not. Self-tappers make this going into our Asdel walls and our aluminum framing a lot easier, so that's the only thing that I'm doing different. I grabbed the screw. I hate that rivet. I absolutely remember this last time.
Yeah.
This is the one thing about this. The rivet spins and then the screw doesn't want to go in. But you have to have the rivet, otherwise it'll cut through the webbing.
Yeah, it serves a purpose, but yeah, you were fighting with it last time.
And it spun for some reason. It's doing it again. Both screws, theirs and ours, have stuck in the webbing. I think I'm just going to have to rip that out because I'm tired of fighting with it.
Didn't you smash it before?
Fairly certain I pre-drilled it. to try to keep it from ripping out. I'll double it up.
Thousands of tears later.
You need to cut off the end just a little.
Yeah, I'll cut it off and burn it. Oh my goodness, I am beyond frustrated with that. Boy, oh boy, I got that done at the right second.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear that on camera, but it started dumping. Oh crap, the truck's open. Where's my shoes? Oh no, I closed it. Whew, thank God.
Don't try this at home.
It's fine, just don't catch a trailer on fire.
That's true.
I cut a little piece of the tag off because it was sticking out too far. I had to get the rivet out of there. I couldn't get the screw to go through either theirs or mine. I'm sure it'll work better with the rivet, but we'll see how long it holds up.
Yeah.
Now I just need to line this up, and then I'll have to take a little bit of wood out of it just to make sure it sits flush. There we go. That's where it needs to be.
So now we get to see Chris whittle wood.
Well, the good thing is it's very whittle wood. See, it's particle board basically.
And you've done this before.
Yeah, so I knew I was getting into it. All I have to do is just take a little chunk out here to make enough for the screw head.
The screw head from the slingshot.
Correct.
Well, I was just clarifying in case someone was like, what screw head?
And you don't have to take a lot out. My not so scientific approach. Perfect. It's laying flush.
It's looking good. That dust was going to drive you crazy.
I was going to lose it. I admit it.
Me too. Because I already saw it.
So this took a little more than 5 minutes, but that's because I fought with a bleepity rivet. Overall, it's a super easy project. By tucking it in behind, it just looks cleaner, at least in our opinion.
Yeah, we just didn't want that little pigtail at the end. Especially since... Yeah.
All right, that is our bonus project on this video. So
There you go. The more you know.
Honeydew's done.
Yep, check. All 5, under 5 minutes each. They turned out great.
And again, go to etrailer.com. You can find all these accessories in one-stop shop. And if you have any questions, their customer service team is absolutely incredible. They have pictures, they have videos, they have descriptions, you name it. It's the place to go.
Yeah, one step better. I'm going to leave a link down below in the comments and the description so it's an easy access for you.
What she said.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you have any of these accessories or what you think of them.
Absolutely. And give us a thumbs up.
Yep.
Turn on the bell. Got to get the notifications when Venturesome Couple drops that new video.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And
Enjoy every moment.
don't forget to subscribe.